Hello, brothers and sisters again, and I am Daphne, and I'm glad that y'all are listening to what's going on here, but I'm going to put it to you in a row. I'm that political sister. And like the first thing I want to say, in regards to stand your ground, it's time that black people, we stand our ground, okay? And that's what has to be understood. And I want, just to make one point clear, before I make these points, that it's been well over, what, 400 or 500 years, you know, that, so the action of Africans being murdered by systemic white power, be it in the form of the police or vigilantes or whomever, that's been going on. We've been being murdered, raped, ravaged, imprisoned, lynched, mugged, tortured, everything economically underdeveloped, anything you can name that can happen to anything or anyone has been done to African people. Now, I'm going to make some points to you, and I'm sorry I've been moving around, so if somebody made them, I'm sorry for repeating them, but I guess that means it needs to be heard twice. These facts that stand alone. The life of a dog is more important than that of a man, a black man.
That's right.
Now, I'm going to give y'all an example that maybe some of y'all forgot about, and I ain't talking about the current ones. When Rakia Boy was murdered, okay? Dante Trayvon, the officer, the pig that murdered Rakia, when he murdered Rakia, nothing happened. I be damned if a white police officer was up north on the beach, his dog
ate a white woman dog.
went and messed up somebody else's dog. The officer got fired for that, over a dog. I'm not done. I'm not done.
Come on, baby.
They're killing our brothers.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
A dude, he was a white guy. He was messed with a rat, an inflatable big rat. You know, the things that they have, the balloons or whatever.
Yes.
He ran it over, poked it. The brother sit inside of jail on $100,000 bond for running over a rat. But see, because y'all got to understand, it's open season on niggas. But you going to hell or jail if you fuck with a balloon. That's a problem. And we have to understand that's a problem. Now I can get to my points to understand why that's a problem. And I speak on behalf of the International People's Democratic Uhuru Movement. And we have to understand, again, as I said, the colonial violence that killed Trayvon is colonial violence.
That's right.
And if y'all don't understand what it means that we are colonized people, especially those who think you doing it good, you petty bourgeoisie Africans, who have taught your kids to grow up, make something of yourself and get out the hood. Those are our communities. Those are our hoods. You know, when you tell your children that, you're telling them, be ashamed of being African. Be ashamed of who you are. Get closer to white as you can get, because that's the only way you will be right. Stop telling your children that. Stop teaching our children to be ashamed of who we are. And that's the problem. And that's the thing. Y'all want to ask what's wrong with it, what these young kids doing. Y'all did it to them. We did it. We did that. Now let us take responsibility and bring our children back home. Back home and proud to be African young men so they can walk down the street.
That's right.
So when them pigs turn the corner, they turn the corner and see some proud African brothers looking at their ass like, what?
That's
what we have to teach our sons.
Come on, Daddy.
Stop teaching them. We mad out here, my young brothers. And those of y'all that's still around ain't got it here. If I slap you, you ready to slap me back.
Come on.
This system is slapping you, your mother, your father, your kids, your sisters. Y'all won't say nothing. Y'all don't go ask them why ain't no job for me.
That's right.
Or y'all don't even bother to tell them I won't be out here serving drugs if I could get a legal income.
That's right.
And understand that that is an illegal income that was imposed on our community for the purpose and necessities of imperialistic, colonizing white power, and that's all it is.
Eugenics.
Now my other point. Now the African petty bourgeoisie cannot lead the struggle for our Trayvon. And I'm gonna tell you, I know I'm gonna hit some nerves here because everybody love these fools. But when you got your Al Sharptons and your Jesse Jacksons, those are the petty bourgeoisie that I speak of. That white face and black mask that are used to pacify people from true struggle and liberation. That's how we have to get beyond that. And the main problem is that the masses of African working and poor people are not organized under our own self leadership, and we have to build organization. We have to build self-determination. We have to have our own school. That's why we have Sister Marissa. She has the Freedom School. That's why we have Brother Sankofa, who will be speaking. He teaches that history to our children. We have Brother X, who will be speaking. These are the brothers that we need to listen to, but they tell y'all to listen to Jay-Z and Beyonce. They put these fuckers up as like they're diplomats to our country. What about our brothers who have sacrificed? Now I want to put that point to y'all, because I'm not put down the earlier, and we do need love home, we need the gardens, we need all this, because this is part of self-determined. But let us not forget that we are getting our asses kicked out here. And stop it there murdering our sons. Y'all know damn well all our sons ain't turning around pointing the weapon. Y'all know better than that.
That's right.
It's a lie. It's a lie about white power. It's a lie. It's beyond racism. And y'all know it. And they just do anything. And poor people just don't stand a chance, no matter what color you are. But we get it worse. We are used to this. We are used to this. We're all born into this. Why do our children have to think the only way they can be right is to be like white? I'm sorry, no. We are okay. We are a proud people. We have to be a proud people, but we have to recognize who our enemy is. We have to teach our children to understand what colonization is, and we are under occupation and siege in our communities. We have to understand that. The police they're not there to protect and serve you, so those of you who think that they are, I'm sorry, this is the wake-up call. Your politicians sit in office, they're not there to serve you. They are there to keep your asses in check for white power. We have to govern our own people, teach our own children, be our own doctors. We have to do that. We have to save them. We have to say, that's a young man in a wheelchair. We have to save them. And that's what we have to do, brothers, sisters. Understand, this is where we are. And understand it again. I'm with the International People's Democratic Uhuru Movement. And we are a mass revolutionary organization, and we are fighting and standing